Leon's Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And another one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a mother. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a mother. Smack at it. Bye-ya. 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 All it is, you can tell by that thumbnail right there, getting DP'd in the hood. It's never no good, right? But it happens. Several individuals in a menudo style and direct fashion have been DP'd in their hood. Discipline. Discipline, that's part of the life, man. You know, if you want to run something, do some guard. What? I don't like saying that. Whatever it is, if you want to act a fool, you're going to get played out like a fool. You're going to get disciplined. You know, when you're a little kid and you drop something, spill something on the carpet, you've been told, hey, I can't fucking move your Kool-Aid over there. Also, right? And you continue to do it anyways, what happens? Discipline. DP, right? Although I don't think you get jumped and scraped and dragged like 55th Street did, but you still get jacked up. Now, it happens when you become involved in gangs, or you become involved in street politics, hood politics. You know, what do you think is to be expected? You know, if you're acting out, you know, once you're involved in something, you're not just going to be removed and you can't enjoy the reindeer games anymore. You can't be involved. That's not how it is. Okay, what's going to happen is if you make the hood look bad, if you're speaking too much out of turn, if you're just doing things that are unbecoming, you know, of what your hood portrays or what they want to be seen as, you're going to get disciplined. Now, discipline comes in all forms and fashions. You know, I've seen individuals in prison get DP'd, and ooh-wee, oh, how it hurt. I was like, ooh-wee, oh, how that hurts, right? Now, being in Norteño, we didn't really DP anyone like that as far as a hands-on discipline. Once the hands went on, the hands never went off. That was just the way it was. That's the way it is, you know. As a northerner at that time, Norteño, you know, there was forms of discipline, writing essays, doing workouts, things to stimulate the body and the mind, you know, repercussions for your actions. You know, if you made a bad move, you might have to write an essay on why, the reasons behind that unintelligent move that you made. You know, the reason why you did that, why you shined light on the gente that don't want light shined on them. You know, why you talked out of turn, or why you even contemplating going that left when you should have went right. And I believe that while I was doing all that, you know, getting DP, because I've been DP'd a few times. You know what I mean? So I was doing burpees, right? I was all fucked up. Doing the routine, the machina after the machina, it sucked, right? But I had made some faulty moves. You know, I had made some wrong moves. You know, I clowned on a homeboy a little too hard, or you know what I mean? We was rough playing in the cell. You know, we were supposed to do that. No, I didn't say sex play, weirdos. I said rough playing, right? Little wrestling, on raffle, right? We were raffling, and the homeboys were like, "Hey, you're knocking it out. You guys are in there J-Caddy now. You guys can't do that. You know what I mean? Go ahead and break off some of them 22s one time for your mentality." That was a DP. That was discipline. Was it deserving? Absolutely. We knew better, but we tried to play the system and try to get over. Now, I've seen DPs from other group segments like the Southsiders that were different. You know what I mean? I've seen a vault get poked a little bit. You know what I mean? I was like, good Lord. I seen a vault literally, I'm in Susanville, and where my cell was, my back window was facing one of the cages, basically one of the yards to the oil. And this is prior to me going to the oil. I had been in the hole whenever we did, when they were flipping the yard, but we came out of there, and I just happened to go to the cell where I could see right into it. So me and my cellar, we trip out, we see people working out back there. We try to identify, maybe there's the homies, or there's the degenerates, or there's the Crips, the Bloods, the Homies, the white guys. They sprinkle them in, brother. They're there. I could see them. Woo! They were there. And then, of course, the Southsiders. And you could kind of, over time, figure out who's who and what's what. Now, one day I seen a DP. I guess it was a checking, you know, whatever they call it. I don't want to speak too much on the wording, the wordplay of it, but this vault, the guy scrapalophagus. Scraped, right? Scratched with the pico de gallo and everything. There's pedazos flying everywhere. Maybe about 2 weeks later, I see the vato back on the yarda with a couple of them same individuals that were doing the scrapey on them. And I always wondered, wow, the vatos are allowed to come back like that? And I guess, you know, just having known people and talked to people since that time, and always wondering and questioning, yeah, you know, that was a DP. That's shit. That's the way they played that one out. You know, he needed to get scratched a little bit to understand some of the errors of his ways. Now, DP'd in the hood can go a whole bunch of different routes. You know, I've been at the point where we had to discipline someone in our barrio. We had never done this prior, but homeboys started to get out of prison and they started to throw them words around a little bit. It started to get a little bit more structured, a little bit more ingrained in what the Norteño cause was. And so I felt that for no other reason, because I thought I was high-powered at one point, that I was going to implement discipline. And not that I was the shot caller, I had the juice to do that, but I was going to get out a few homeboys and say, hey, maybe this is good for our hood. Maybe we need to hold our own gente, our own homeboys responsible for their actions. You know, if they're all spun out getting high, homes, it's up to us to let it be known, man, that that's not the persona we want. That's not the stigma we want around us. Because what happens then, your barrio gets to be known as a bunch of fucking dope fiend riff-raff characters. I mean, we didn't want that. You know, we always had a good name. We always had respect put on our name. I said, put some respect on my name. Darn! What, bitch? I said, put some respect on my name. Fuck you and that word respect. Okay, well, shit. I'll see you on YouTube. Anyways, so trip out. We're doing our thing. And I brought it up to a few homeboys who agreed. You know, they agreed. They said, I think you're right. I think we need to hold people accountable. Now, at certain points of time, and I'm not going to say no names, we did have to hold people accountable. But sometimes it went left. Sometimes homeboys went a little too far. They couldn't just jump a motherfucker or catch the one-on-one fade, or however the case may be, whatever was deemed the proper discipline. Sometimes it was feria. Sometimes it was, hey, homes, you know what I mean? You need to bend the block and handle a few things. There can be a lot of different ways to discipline people. At the end of the day, getting a DP is normal. You're not just supposed to think down on yourself, damn, man, because you're DP'd. Now, if you start to become a serial DPS, meaning you're getting DP'd all the time, they're always on you, man. You just can't seem to get it right. Then maybe you signed up for the wrong profession. I said, maybe it's time for you to back on up like a crawdad and to let it go. I'm not saying drop out. I would never apply that pressure, right? I'm just saying maybe this shit ain't for you. Guard, is it for them? Nope. Okay, see, it ain't for you. The guard said it. Fill that up when I let it. But one thing I will tell you is, there's a lot of people that I've talked to that are like, yeah, man, I used to get DP'd all the time. I said, I understand, bro. Like I said, there's plenty of occasions where I got disciplined, man. I thought there was no return. I was like, damn, I remember at one point, motherfuckers was questioning. It was like, hey, the homeboy right here, man, he'd be too flashy with it. I got DP'd for being too flashy. You know, I don't want to say that it was the Norteño cause that was doing that to me. It was my own selfish intentions, my own selfish ways. You know, I decided that for no other reason. Oh, I had to have the gold chains. I had to be sparkling and shit. You know what I mean? I had to be, gangstered with it. And then motherfuckers wasn't feeling that. And so in them situations, man, I got pulled to the side and my left bone connected to my jawbone disconnected from my eye bone. And I got hit up a little bit. I took my DP in stride because I understood that was part of the game and that was going to make me a better and a more efficient soldado in what I was trying to accomplish and what I was doing. 55th Street, Crip Mat. We all watched about a year ago as he was disciplined, man, and got a lot of, he gained so much respect for me that day because that man pulled up. See, there's not a lot of people that'll pull up for some discipline because they'll let you know. Oh yes, there will be sangre. They'll let you know, like, hey, bro, you got something coming. Come check into the hood and come and catch that one time. That's the measure of a man. If you're like, hey, we'll see, hold up. All spun out, right? Doing that. Why don't old men and meth addicts do this? There's some of you right now calling people at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? They can do this, look. Trip out, what do you mean, hey? Like, do you want me to come like right now, or like later? Not like right now, homie. Like, we need to get at you. But when you say get at me, is there going to be like baseball bats and things of that nature involved? Because if you need to get at, Sasuke, you don't understand, bro. Yeah, right now, yeah. I think I got that shit. See what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to be quarantined for at least 14 days because that guard is like, yeah. See, 14 days. So I ain't going to be able to adjust to that. Nah, bro, it ain't going to be that serious. Okay, when you say serious, can you spell that? Because I've understood that sometimes, I remember one time you said it wasn't going to be that serious, and the vatos, yeah. We call him Cyclops now. Remember we used to call him Psycho, now he's Cyclops? Yeah, see, that's what the type of seriousness it's not going to be. Then I don't think I'm going to be able to make it because look, my old lady got the car anyways. Yeah, she went grocery shopping, and that bitch, she takes all day. Hey, wait up. Hey, what's up, baby? Just shh. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, vatos will come up with any excuse. And then they're eradicated from the body of the hood. They're shunned. Nobody wants to mess with them. Crip Mat pulled up. I've had homeboys. I pulled up one time. What's happening? SARS, right? That's what's happening, fool. And then I was cool again. Give me a beer, right? I need a beer to take the pain away. It's part of the game. You know, when you hear people getting DP'd or people are going to get DP'd, you know, it could end in tragedy. You know, I've seen situations where people went a little too far and like, damn, bro, I didn't mean to fucking, I thought I didn't mean to puncture his lung, right? And it'd be like that, you know, but, you know, like say Crip Mat, man, he pulled up, he got scraped, he stood up, he drank a beer, gave some hugs, and kept on pushing. You know, that is respectable. You know, when you're trying to portray something, you're wearing certain colors, you're out there gangbanging, man, you're out there living that life, but you're not willing to take a DP for your people. If you're not willing to take one from your people, then you're not willing to take one for your people. You know, that's what I was taught. That's the reason why you get jumped into a gang for the most part, man. They want to see where your heart, it's a heart check, Gora check. They want to see where your heart's at, your head's at, your mentality. What you bring to the table. Oh, I want to gangbang because they have some badass tortas kicking it over there. Nah, that doesn't work out like that. You know what I mean? Plus, I got all the tortas. Nah, it's different. You know, you got to bring something to the table, humps. You know, whether it be some of that clickety clack, 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 or the mentality, the smarts. You know, if you're out there, you're a go-getter, you can get bread, homes. Fill that out with unleaded. There's certain things that you need to bring to the table. But if you're just bringing drama, unnecessary roughness, and a whole lot of bullshit, you're going to get DP'd, homes, and eventually people are going to get tired of beating you up. It's going to become frivolous, and you're going to get removed, period. You know, a lot of people get the word DP'd mixed up with removed. Two totally different things. Once you're removed, homes, you shall not return. You know, there's been some cases where there was some bad removals. Some people were able to bend the block back and come back. But for the most part, when you're gone, right? DP is different. DP is something that you should take in stride. You should understand why it's happening. And most of the time, it's going to be told to you why it's happening. Valtas ain't going to DP you in any hoods. I don't know of any hoods that just go up beating their own homeboys up. But anything I've ever seen, the way the game is ran, you know, you're going to get the heads up, man, till you're fed up. Now, that's hard. They're going to let you know, like, hey, trip out. This is what you did. You know what I mean? I didn't even know she was married. Now, trip out. Let me talk. And then you did this. But you can't tell me that now I would look at, hey, listen. I got something to say here. You know what I mean? And then we're going to do this to you because it is. I no, man, that was a home behind me, old lady back in the 3rd grade. I thought I never did that. So I don't even know how that worked out. Look at that. What, he's older, she's younger. So I was going, you need to really focus on him. Maybe we need to DP him because he could be in the... Nah, but we're going to DP you. He's next. That's just how it is. So I see a lot of people ask me questions about it, you know, DP removals. You know, if someone is DP'd, are they shunned from their hood? Not necessarily, no. You know, if they pull up, they handle their business, they take it on the chin like a man, you take your medicine, man. You know, when you're dealt medicine, you take it. Then you're looked at as a respectable, you're back on the lina, you're back on the line, homes. You're back on the front line. It's all good. You're respected. You know, you didn't let your head get affected. Or maybe you did. One never knows, does one. But what I do know for sure is that you took that. And people will respect that. Now, there's a lot of people like, nah, hell nah, I ain't going to get beat up by people. I ain't going to pull up to do none of that. Fuck that. And that is the reason why you work at fucking Wiener Schnitzel, and tonight your old lady's going to make you some hamburger helper. You know, you just didn't want to get involved in that. And it's totally fine. Being a gang member ain't the greatest thing on earth. It's not the worst or the best. You know, just because you didn't gangbang, you never went to prison, you never got locked up, doesn't mean you're any less of a man than I am. It means you're a little bit smarter because you didn't get caught. Or you're a little bit smarter because you went to the left when you should have took a right. Or whatever the case may be. I just know at the end of the day, man, I can't whoop on you because I'm in no position to do so. Okay, but when you're in the game, understand that discipline will come with it. Whether it be in any form of fashion, whether it be a written note or an essay or like I said, you have to do whatever you have to do. It's just part of the game. You know, I hear dudes crying over it. Damn, man, I got to go get DP'd, man. Well, you should have shut the fuck up when they told you shut up. You know, every man, you go mind somebody. I say a different one to go night. Say it with your chest, Wes. You know what I mean? Everyone better mind somebody. That's how it is. If you think really in your heart of hearts that you're going to be involved in a group or a gang or any type of club or anything like that, and you're not going to take dictation from a man that's seasoned, that's a vet, that knows what's up, a bigger homie, then you're confused, man, and it ain't for you. You're very confused. And the people that think, oh, I'm better than you. I ain't never been DP'd. I ain't never fucked up. Yeah, well, you might get removed. You might just skip the DP phase. Those people that are DP'd, for the most part, it's because they're salvageable, man. It's because they're real ones, and people know that. They just fuck up. Everyone fucks once in a while. It happens. Part of the game. So DP'd in the hood, I have been DP'd, man. Like I said, a couple different occasions, a couple times in the county jail. Never in prison. I knew better, so I did better. And I've had to administer a lot of discipline to a lot of people. I was telling the story to Dubs. It was funny, man. I was in Tracy prison, and we had things called the maestro, the northern teacher, and used to have to lace people up if you were put in that position. Usually it was a seasoned end that would be in that position. And I've seen people get DP'd because they didn't turn their essays in on time, and then they have to write more essays. Next thing you know, man, they just write so many essays, they don't even want to call themselves an essay no more. It was that bad. Now, one time I was in the county jail, right? And there was a homeboy. And in the county jail, we used to have to do, so you had yard workout. We'd have yard maybe once or twice a week. A mandatory machina right off the top. You already knew what that was. Nobody ever. We all hated yard. God, can I not go to yard today? It's mandatory, I know, right? All sad and shit. You go to yard. This one particular time was a day that we didn't have yard. And so you would have to bring at least 122s. Everyone had to bring a certain amount of whatever it was at that point in time. I forget. But there was a homeboy from Sanho. Homeboy Santi from Sanho. That's right, little homie. This vault was a machine, man. He could do burpees, push-ups, he todo, man. Like it was nothing. Bang, bang, right? He was getting his menudo on. He was a little machine. But anyways, the day, after shutdown, man, that was it. If you miss doing your push-ups, you're going to be disciplined, man. And so this vato was procrastinating. I was looking, right? I was self-security at this time. I was basically running the cell. I ain't no gangster like that, but, I had the cell. And I tell him, hey, bro, we got like 20 minutes to the shutdown, bro. What's up with it? You better knock your shit out. He's like, fuck it, I'll do it right now. He's getting it, right? And so he gets it. Well, usually when you do your workout, after you take a bird bath or a shower, in the cells in Merced County Jail, we had shower areas in our own cells. There are 8-man cells. You had showers in there. So homeboy would work out, him and his partner. We'd always do 2 men up, 2 down. So two homeboys would work out together. Then they'd shower or whatever. Then, next, and then just until the 8 were done. So he's getting it. And then now it's program shutdown. Now, he did his machina. He was able to get it in time. Like I say, he was a machine. So he goes to sleep. We do the program shutdown. Everyone crashes out. So I wake up in the morning, and we all wake up for, the gallo. And he tells me, see, I told you, bro. Shit, I told you. Oh, I'm from Sanho, homie. We do it different. I say, is that right? Yeah, you're going to have to go ahead and owe me another 122s plus the ones you have to do today, plus an essay on fucking knowing how to manage time. He said, what do you mean? I said, trip out, bro. You didn't take a shower last night. So you didn't manage your time right. You're a dirty motherfucker, right? Cleanliness is next to godliness, bro. You know what I mean, Sasuke? You don't smell like fucking caca in here, and you do right now. You didn't take a shower after your workout. Why? Because you didn't have enough time to. And in doing that, bro, your time management skills are off. That's it. Now, I know they don't do that in Sanho. So trip out. Guess what, Mr. Shark? Sit down, right there, write an essay, and then get to doing some push-ups. He still got DP'd anyways. He got DP'd because, hey, he needed to be shown that, yes, he can get it done, and we know, but at the same time, man, hey, if you're not following the rules, you're not following the regulations, the politics exactly to the T-hums, then the DP will come. Hey, he learned from his mistakes. That vato was there at 1 o'clock every day getting his issue because he knew better. I took his little bird bath, and that was it. What I'm saying is, man, sometimes you need an awakening experience or an older homeboy that's seasoned enough and smart enough and willing to give you the game in the clecha. In that case, luckily, it was me, man. I said, hey, bro, this is why I'm doing this. This is why this needs to be done. He took it in stride, man, righteous soldado, and doing his thing. Shit, he's probably still doing his thing. Gar, why ain't I doing my thing? Because you're a poop butt. Okay, well, he said it. Feel that or would unlet it. Anyways, with that being said, man, for those of you that are getting DP'd, will get DP'd in the future, man, let's just soak it up, man. Chalk it up to the game and take it in stride, man. It doesn't mean you're all bad. You know what I mean? It just means you were all bad for a second. With that being said, move with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for your family. Don't start no fun, won't be no fun. Just do you. Hey, if you like this, hit that like and subscribe one time for your mentality. With them thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears God's crown. I'm going to continue to struggle and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people. Yes, I said it. For those of you babosos that are like, gone, man, he's sabotaging, he doesn't like me. Listen up. Open your fucking ears. All people, man. Nothing but love for all the Raza YouTube channels. Even the ones that hate on me for no fucking reason. Man, used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. The gun, bang bang.